Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to our week 6 vlog slash chit chat. I really just wanted to sit down with you guys. I'm going into week 7 today and I did vlog last week, but I feel like I want to have more of a one-on-one conversation with you guys, give you an update on how things have been. I'll put some b-roll if I have like specific to what I'm talking about, but I just want to talk to you guys because 6 weeks has absolutely flown by and I don't know how I feel about it. I feel like it's been way too quick. I feel like I haven't had the chance to really settle in, which is so weird to say, but I also feel like we are slowly chugging along onto the right path that we're trying to get to, because this is a journey. I know it's not going to happen overnight. Things are starting to happen. I was gonna say I'm gonna sit, but I'm really gonna stand. I'm gonna straighten my hair and we're just going to chit chat together and talk about life updates. So hey, hello, hi, how are you doing? It has been the craziest 6 weeks of my life, and I don't necessarily mean like it's been a terrible bad crazy or it's been too much to handle, but more so it's been so hectic. I feel like I'm on go 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 and nothing is slowing down for me anytime soon. Not that I want it to though, which is very interesting. I need to find my clip. Where did my clip go? When I first planned out this 125 days, I knew that where I was starting at was my low. You know, like I didn't have much more to lose. I didn't have a clue really like where I was going, but I knew I just didn't want to be there anymore. And I think I planned my 125 days like 1 or 2 days before that was the date I needed to start. And I'm just so glad I did. I'm so glad that I started. Starting is always the hardest part, you know? And I went into it not even knowing really like what rules I was completely going with, what my routine would look like, what my job situation, employment situation was going to look like. I went into it quite blind, and that can be really scary, right? Like you don't know what you're up against or what is for you. But I think by just starting, I was able to rip off the band-aid of the hardest part, which is the thought of ripping off the band-aid, right? You just need to do it so that you can take care of whatever's underneath. I was looking for a job, interviewing. I had like 2 or 3 interviews lined up in the first week of me starting 125 days. In week 1, and I'm pretty sure I vlogged some of it for you guys, but it was really interesting because you have to schedule interviews within the times that you have available and the company has available. So my routine and my schedule was really all over the place. I was just trying to make it work because I knew that in due time with getting a job, depending on what the schedule would be, my schedule was going to have to change again. So there was like, for the first week or 2, I was really graceful with my routine and with the way that I was doing things because I knew that I couldn't give it my 100%. And like I've said before, if I can't give it 100%, at least whatever I have to give is being given. I'm pretty sure it was in week 3 that I found out I was offered the job, and immediately took the offer and started planning what that schedule and routine was going to look like. And then in week 4 I started that new job. I think week 4 or week 5 I started that new job, and it's been a blast. I honestly can't lie, I don't hate it. It's Monday. Technically, I am in the middle of my work shift right now. I have a split shift, which is from about 7 to 9 a.m. and then again around 2:30 until 6 p.m. I get to still do what I love, which is talk to you guys and work out and practice to be able to, you know, like study and train you guys. So I've been absolutely adoring my new schedule and just trying to really make sense of it. I realized over the past few days that I have a really bad phone addiction and gardening addiction, and it's so weird to now I'm saying this out loud. I know I'm gonna put this out on the internet. I hate that I'm about to put this out on the internet because I have before. I've told you guys before that I was gonna quit. I've told you guys before that I wasn't doing that anymore, and it's so hard, and that's why I now know it's an addiction. I know it's something that I struggle to live without, and just like with starting 125 days, I just need to do it. I just need to rip off the band-aid and not think about it, because that's all I've been doing is just thinking about it, or starting for a day or two and then I think about it for the whole day, so that it makes me then fall into temptation a little bit easier, because I'm not distracted. I'm not doing things to better myself. I'm like literally like laying down, groaning and moaning about how much I want to garden, you know, and it's just not good for me, and I know that I need to quit, and I am quitting. Okay. But yeah, the reason why I bring up the addictions is because in the middle of the day when I got home, like in the first week of me starting this job, I would just get on my phone around 10 a.m. and I would just scroll and scroll and scroll, and before I knew it, it was already time for me to head back to my job, and I wasn't able to get anything done. I still to this day feel like I am 2-3 weeks behind because of just that 1 week, and I hate that. I hate that I did that, and I can't keep doing it. And so I made a rule to myself actually today, starting today, that I can't go on any social media until noon. And so far so good. It's like I said, it's 10 a.m. now, so I still haven't been on my phone. I'm fine. Have I wanted to check it? Have I accidentally opened the app already? Yeah, but I'm catching myself, and I know that that is a journey as well. Like, I can't expect things to just happen when I think about it. There is some real work that has to go into it. So that's kind of what we're going through now, to be honest. That was kind of like a mini off tangent, but when you know that there's something to be worked on, you just have to start working on it. You can't just sulk in the thoughts of what needs to get done if you can just get it done. So that's kind of like the update on my unemployment/employment search and journey. I should be getting my first payday soon, and I'm just so proud of me. I'm so happy I found this position. I'm so thankful for the company that I work for and the management that I have, because they truly have made it such a simple job. Something that I've been finding really challenging during these past 6 weeks, to be honest, has been my night routine. And I don't post a lot of night routine videos. I think I might have 1, maybe 2 on my channel. I might have privated the other one, but I don't have a lot of night routines, and that's because that's something I've always struggled with, especially with gardening. That is usually like one of the last few things I do, and then I just doom scroll and I pass out. But I've been really trying to be more intentional about the ways that I end my day and the way that I show up for myself the next day. You know, like, how am I taking care of myself for tomorrow and setting her up for success, and in more ways than just laying out my gym clothes or planning my breakfast or my pre-workout snack. More so making sure she gets the amount of sleep that she needs, making sure that I have enough time to do the things that I say I need to do or want to get done in the morning. And then I'm really trying to make it a habit to have 10 to 15 minutes of leisure time before leaving the house, kind of as a buffer, like in case anything ever happens, because days like those do happen. But slow mornings really do set the tone for more peaceful days and less stress early in the morning. And those extra 10-15 minutes really do help. It means I can chug a cup of coffee down. It means I can put on a little makeup before work if I want to, because I don't really wear much makeup at work. I don't think it's necessary. But to each their own, obviously. You do your thing. But I'm just saying, that's what my 10-15 minutes can get me. With my new routine, I've been having to wake up around 4 a.m. to be able to get my workout in the morning if I'm doing an early morning workout. Because I have to wake up around 4 a.m. in the morning, I would like to be in my bed no later than 8:30 p.m. And even that is like cutting it close. I'm not even getting a full 8 hours, but my son doesn't really go to bed until 8 p.m. and that's just how our routine goes. So 8:30 is really the easiest I can expect myself to be in bed, and I'm missing that mark hard. I'm not getting really in bed until about closer to 10 p.m., which is just too late for the things that I need to do for the energy that I need to have to do the things that I want to do. So that's something I'm working on this week in week 7 specifically, just making sure that while I'm home in the middle of the day, on top of taking care of the things that like I just want to take care of, other things that I need to take care of, right? And prepping dinner is held to a high priority before I head back to work, because I want to make sure that when I'm coming home and I've picked up my son and we're, you know, heading home, the least possible obstacles. I don't want to have to think then at 6 p.m. 7 p.m. what are we having for dinner. Just trying to make sure that I already have that pre-planned and that I'm working on my night routine, doing reading at night instead of going on my phone. I'm really gonna have to figure out restrictions for my phone time because it really is a bad habit. I'm so addicted to my phone, and it really is that damn phone. Like, I gotta get off of it. I think one of the last things that I really want to talk about on today's video for our week 6 update is just this concept of doing hard things. Over the past few weeks, I have gotten a couple comments, a couple DMs of people saying, wow, it's so amazing that you're able to do these things. I don't know like when I can start doing that. I am waiting for X, Y, and Z to be able to start ABC. People even asking for tips on how to do a lazy workout, how to have this early morning routine before lazy girls, and da 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 da. And I'm sorry to break it to you guys, but you have to do hard things and you can't be lazy about it. Doing hard things is the only way that you actually grow. If you're not actually pushing the boundaries of what you know to be comfortable, then you aren't growing in any capacity. Doing hard things doesn't mean that it has to be impossibly hard, or it doesn't have to be fatiguingly hard. Doing hard things doesn't mean that it has to be a war, you know? Like, sometimes doing hard things is just doing things that make you uncomfortable. Sometimes doing hard things, doing things that in a different order or in a different routine, in a different method than you usually do. Sometimes doing hard things is learning a new way for something that you already know how to do, because it's hard sometimes to learn a new way. We get so conditioned and so comfortable to stay within our box, to stay within our limits, because why try for the hard things, right? If we're good at what we're good at, then why do something that's going to be hard? But the thing is if you want to keep growing, if you want to keep bettering your life and you aren't willing to do hard things, you aren't going to better your life or be able to move into the path, into the position that you so badly want to be positioned into. Because the people that are in that position that you're craving, that you're wanting, whether it's having a fit body or running a marathon or having a certain position or career or having a specific degree, having whatever it may be, doing things, business, whatever, those people that are in that position were willing to take risks. They were willing to do hard things. They were willing to have restless nights, restful nights. They were willing to put their blood, sweat, and tears into this dream, into this vision, into this person that they are becoming. And our generation and just where society is at today typically goes for comfort and the easiest option, what will get us from point A to point B the quickest. And you can do that. I'm not going to shame you for doing that. I'm not going to hate you for doing that. I understand why people want the easy way out, but you really don't even get the best part, you know? Like, sure, let's say for instance, I think the best way to put this is like, if you want to lose weight, there has to be a bigger reason behind why you want to lose weight. It's not just, I feel fat, I want to lose weight. Well, where do you feel fat? I feel fat around my stomach. I feel fat around my arms. Why do you feel fat around your arms? My arms jiggle when I walk, or belly doesn't fit into my pants, or whatever the case may be. As you keep going into deeper and deeper the why as to why you feel fat, right? You're going to get to a point where you're like, oh, the choice is there, you know? And it's not going to be your first option. It's not going to be the prettiest choice. It's not going to be the option that seems the most shiny or wonderful. It's going to be the option that is going to cause you to cry. It's going to be the option that's going to cause you to put your sweat in. It's going to be the solution to what you're really trying to work out for, to be honest with you. I hope that whoever is watching this video right now just realizes that they can do hard things. And you know what my hard thing may be is not going to look like your hard thing. My hard thing is going to bed early, and my hard thing is not snacking after 7 p.m. And my hard thing is making sure that I am speaking kind words to myself. And other people are going to struggle with other things that I absolutely don't have to struggle with. So this is just a really broad conversation. But close out this video, I just want to say that no matter where you guys are in your winter arc, your challenge diaries, or any journey that you are going through in this life, in your life, I just want to remind you that you are strong, that you are capable, you're more than capable, you're more than deserving, and you will get to where you want to get to as long as you're willing to put in the work and you're willing to sacrifice a little bit now to receive greater in the end. One thing I truly believe is that the way that you take care of yourself is an inwardly expression of how you take care of others. And if I'm going to be kind to others, I need to be kind to myself. If I'm going to be giving to others, I need to be giving to myself. And if I am going to be graceful with others, and I have to be graceful with myself, I have to take care of me. I have to go through all the bumps that are in this journey. It's not easy. It's so hard. I've had so many times that I've been crying in the past 6 weeks, not knowing what I'm doing, not knowing where I'm going, and not really understanding the point of this. Sometimes not even understanding why I'm recording this. What is the point of these 125-day diaries? But I have to remind myself that this, along with everything else, is part of my journey. This is part of me becoming the person that I want to become. We do have to fake it a little bit until we make it, which I think is the hardest part. But the more that you tell yourself that you are going to get to this goal, that you are working towards this goal, that you're putting in the effort to reach your goals, I don't think it's going to be much harder to actually accomplish your goals and have them within reach. I do want to encourage you guys, and I want you to leave a comment down below after you do it, but be kind to somebody else today, and then once you're kind to them, be kind to yourself back. So buy somebody a meal, pay it forward at fast food restaurants, pay forward at Starbucks, I don't know, but once you do that, get yourself a nice little sweet treat. Get yourself a warm bath, enjoy, you know, like your favorite movie or your favorite snack, but just remind yourself that taking care of others also means taking care of you, and I think that's really the most important thing that I want to talk about. So with that being said, I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you join back next week for our week 7 vlog, and I will see you guys then. As always, stay glowing, stay growing, and stay you. Bye!